Welcome to our video on the entire history of Brazil, a land of stunning diversity and vibrant culture. In this video, we will explore Brazil's journey from its indigenous roots through colonization, independence, and its emergence as a global power. Let's dive in. Before European contact, Brazil was home to a rich tapestry of indigenous cultures. Major groups like the Tupi, Guarani, and Yanomami thrived across the land. They lived in harmony with nature, practicing sustainable agriculture, hunting, and gathering. The Tupi, for example, engaged in slash-and-burn agriculture, growing crops such as cassava and maize. Their complex social structures included tribes, clans, and alliances, often shaped by local geography and resources. Deep spiritual beliefs connected them to the land, and influencing their art, music, and daily life. This rich indigenous heritage is still evident today in Brazil's cultural practices and languages. In 1500, Portuguese explorer Pedro Álvares Cabral arrived on Brazilian shores. This marked the beginning of colonization, as the Portuguese sought to exploit Brazil's natural resources. Initially Kama, they focused on Brazil wood, which was highly valued for its dye, but soon turned to sugarcane plantations. The establishment of colonial towns like Salvador transformed the landscape, with sugar mills and port cities developing rapidly. The colonization process had devastating effects on indigenous populations, leading to conflict, disease, and displacement. As sugar became the backbone of Brazil's economy, the Portuguese relied heavily on the transatlantic slave trade. From the 16th to the 19th centuries, millions of Africans were forcibly brought to Brazil to work on sugar plantations. This created a rich cultural mosaic that still influences Brazilian society, today evident in music, dance, and culinary traditions. African influences are especially prominent in samba, capoeira, and cuisine, showcasing the blend of African, indigenous, and Portuguese cultures. In the late 17th century, the discovery of gold in Minas Gerais transformed Brazil's economy. Once again, gold rushes led to a surge in population, with people migrating to mining towns. This period saw the rise of cities like Ouro Preto and Sabara, known for their Baroque architecture. However, the wealth generated also fueled social inequality, creating tensions between the elite and the working class. In 1822, Brazil declared its independence from Portugal, led by Dom Pedro I. Unlike many Latin American countries, Brazil's path to independence was relatively peaceful, transitioning from a colony to an empire. Dom Pedro I became the first emperor, advocating for a constitutional monarchy and seeking to unite the diverse regions of Brazil. From 1822 to 1889, Brazil was an empire under Dom Pedro I, and later his son, Dom Pedro II. This period was marked by economic growth, cultural flourishing, and increasing political stability. Dom Pedro II championed modernization, supporting education, infrastructure, and the arts. The abolition of slavery in 1888 was a monumental step, making Brazil the last country in the Americas to free its enslaved population, which significantly impacted social dynamics. In 1889, Brazil transitioned from an empire to a republic, driven by discontent with monarchical rule. The coffee boom fueled industrialization, leading to urbanization and economic diversification. However, the country faced political instability with powerful coffee oligarchs influencing politics, leading to cycles of corruption and upheaval. The early 20th century was marked by social movements advocating for workers' rights and political reforms. The 1930s saw the rise of Getulio Vargas, who implemented significant social and economic reforms during his time in power. His populist policies aimed to modernize Brazil and improve the lives of its citizens, establishing labor rights and promoting industrialization. Vargas's era was marked by efforts to consolidate power, including the establishment of a more centralized government and censorship of dissent. In 1964, a military coup overthrew the democratic government, leading to a period of dictatorship that lasted until 1985. This era was marked by economic growth known as the Brazilian miracle, characterized by rapid industrialization and increased foreign investment. However, it came at a cost: widespread human rights abuses, censorship, and repression of political dissent. The military regime faced increasing opposition, leading to social unrest and calls for democracy. The return to democracy in the late 1980s ushered in a new era for Brazil. A new constitution was adopted in 1988, promoting social rights and civil liberties, establishing a framework for democratic governance. Today, Brazil is a member of the BRICS group, showcasing its role as an emerging power in the global economy. However, the country still faces challenges like social inequality, corruption scandals, and environmental issues, especially regarding the Amazon rainforest, which plays a crucial role in global climate regulation. From its rich indigenous heritage to its position as a global player, Brazil's history is a remarkable journey of resilience and transformation. As we look to the future, Brazil continues to navigate challenges and opportunities on the world stage, striving for social equity and sustainable development. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Brazil's captivating history. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below.